What's up, my family? Look, you already know I am back with another video, back with another banger. And for all those who don't know who I am, my name is Darcy and you're watching Life with Darcy. So thank you for joining the family. I'm gonna tell you about the time I got suspended because I kicked my friend in the face with the gym door. It was a whole situation, and it wasn't even meant to be. It was an accident. So I went to a middle school where I thought it was gonna be predominantly white. Like, I really wanted to go to that type of middle school because I saw it on Disney Channel, and there they had amazing lunches, and everybody was nice, and it was eating outside. I wanted that. I was going to a Detroit school where it was like a little prison, to be honest with you. So I was looking for a change, and I did not want to be in that scenario anymore. No, I did not. I wanted to go where the Caucasian kids went, where they picked you up in front of your house. Your book bag didn't have to be see-through. There were no metal detectors. You just go in and you just sit down, and it was just school. And they had actual books that looked new. I wanted that situation. So I went to a school that was in the suburbs, and I was believing that it was gonna be just like that. I was greeted with a whole different scenario. When I walked into the school, it was exactly 6 white children. I was so let down, I was so bewildered, and I was so flabbergasted. But that's not the part that truly behooved me. What behooved me was because my class was one of the most recent classes, they had us out in some trailer homes. And we were like in some trailer things sitting on top of a hill doing classwork while everybody's actually inside of the school building, and we just sat out there and look outside and just waited to get to that point. You know how sad it is when you're inside of a trailer doing math homework? The good thing is I have many friends from that school, and some of my friends today was because we met back then. So one of my friends, I'm gonna say his name is going to be Alan. So me and Alan had gym at the same time. Me and my friend, we was just playing karate. I didn't even know it was a true game. I didn't know that the game was over to him. I thought the game was still going on. So as we're stretching and everybody's just ready to start playing dodgeball, I hear a knock on the door. So I turn around, and it's my friend Alan. I'm like, yo, I get it for him. So I run full speed, no stopping, run full speed to the door, and for some reason, my mind said, kick the door open. Kick it, see what's gonna happen. So I jumped in the air. It felt like 10 or 15 feet, but actually it was probably like a couple of centimeters. It felt like everything was moving in slow motion. It was just gonna be perfect. I kicked the door open. I kicked it open. He just stood there. Like, literally just stood there. Now I understand, you was thrown off guard. But at that time, because we were play fighting, you should have been ready for any situation. And at that time, he wasn't. So the door and him made contact. Like, boom. I mean, hit him in the face. He fell back, laid out to the ground, did not move or answer for like 3 minutes. As I'm over there, standing over him, asking questions, trying to figure out what's going on, my mind came back and said, listen, we got too much to live for. We can't go down like this. Why don't we just act like we just found him on the floor, and maybe we can put it off to somebody else? Let's try that. So the first thing I did after I realized he wasn't responding to me, I ran to the locker room and got the gym teacher and said, hey, I don't know what's going on. He just laying down on the ground. I don't know what happened. So he's like, what you mean what's happening? So now we both running back out to my friend. My friend is still laying out. He's breathing. He's not dead. He just knocked out. He's like, what's going on? I'm like, I truly don't know. I just walked outside. I saw him knock on the door. And then I came out to open it. When I got to the door, he was already on the ground. I don't know what happened. Now this is where the story really took a turn for its worse. Because in my head, my plan was foolproof. You didn't have any proof that I kicked the door open. It wasn't any logical reason for me to kick the door open. No one saw me kick the door open. It just happened that he just happened to go on the ground. Maybe he fainted. Maybe he passed out. Maybe he has narcolepsy and went to sleep. Nobody knows the true situation. But to my surprise, there were 2 girls sitting by the door that saw me. Now, back to when I was telling you in the story, I ran full full-fledged speed, which means I didn't notice anybody else around me, just me and the door and Alan. That was the only people that I was able to focus on. As I kicked the door, I say my spiel, I started crying a little bit. I mean, I deserved an Oscar on this one. I thought that I was in the clear. He checked them, he set up. Alan didn't know what happened. Alan didn't see me because once again, I was short and fat. So as I'm trying to explain the situation, one of these little hoochies come out of nowhere and just steps in and says, I saw it. What happened was Darcy came in and he jumped and kicked the door and it hit him in the face, and then he fell, and then after that he ran and got you. So now I'm looking at the little hoochie like,
what? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
So now my cover is blown. So I broke down and I cried like it was nobody's business. I cried. He asked why I kicked the door. I just told him I don't know, was playing karate. He said, I'm just gonna get an ice pack and we're gonna make sure that he's taken care of. When the gym teacher comes back, me and my friends are already playing again and we're happy. But he comes back with the principal. Now the principal comes back and she knows my name. I don't know how. I never been to the principal office before this situation. But she knows my name, calls me out the crowd and tells me to come here. When I'm walking close to her, I knew situation was going to get bad because my knees and my thighs started getting weak and it felt like I was walking on limp noodles. I go to her office and she lets me know that I'm expelled. Now, I forgot to tell you that this happened 2 days before the end of the semester and my sisters was graduating because they were a year ahead of me. My mama got there, she didn't even talk to me. She just came to the door and turned around. I knew it was time to go. So I got in the car, the longest ride home, got to the house, handled the situation like a champ, thought that one was over. Nope, that's not what happened. So my dad came, picked me up, took me to his house, same situation. No time to think about my actions, no time to get some electrolytes back in me, just to make sure that I'm good at surviving. No, nope, no one cared. So my family, if you like this story, if you relate with it somehow, I hope you don't, but if you do, make sure you like, you subscribe, and leave a comment below of something stupid that you have done or what you have done in my situation. But for now, I'm gonna talk to you later, my family. Peace.